how's it going, guys? This is Victor Dove with Dove Solutions. Just making this video today to basically just talk about Navy nukes and why they could be a great fit for your company, and sort of like what they do, bit of a background. If you have questions at the end of the video, please feel free to drop a comment below or message me directly. I'd be happy to help you out. So basically, Navy nukes are the people in the Navy who join with super high ASVAB scores, generally very intelligent people. And when they become nukes, they fall into three different categories. You got your nuke MMs, your nuke UTs, and nuke EMs. Your machinist mates, your electricians mates, and your electronics technicians. They all do different jobs in the Navy. It kind of gets a little complicated, so I'm not going to go too much into that in this conversation, but I'm going to give a sort of a background, some little tidbits here and there. So they serve 6 years in the Navy. When they join the Navy, they go through about 1.5 to 2 years of schooling, depending on which job they end up getting as a nuke. And they're extensively trained in nuclear principles, electronics, electricity, mechanics, and it's just a ton. It's just a ton of information that these guys have to obtain and know, and they're asked on the spot very regularly. They have to understand their jobs very well. And yeah, some of the biggest things, procedural compliance, attention to detail, problem solving, because you're dealing with nuclear reactors, right? It's a very big system, a big complicated system. And if you have small issues happen in one component here or there, it could have catastrophic impacts on the whole reactor plant. So yeah, they have to understand their equipment very well. They have to maintain it on a regular basis, on a set schedule, and yeah, they're very very particular and very on point with their work. So nuke MMs, the machinist mates, they're the guys that are operating, the pumps, the valves, the turbines, the lube oil purifiers, the filters, demineralizers, air compressors, and the turbine generators. I know all about that because I was a nuke MM myself. But I also worked with nuke EMs, and those guys, they deal with circuit breakers, fuses, contacts, and they use multimeters, things like that. And the nuke ETs, they were directly involved with reactor power, so they're at the command center doing all the shimming in and shimming out. They're looking at power, they're looking at pressures and temperatures, and making sure everything's in band. And all these guys are always ready to respond to any sort of emergency. They're consistently trained to understand how to respond to these issues with pinpoint accuracy. And they're just some of the hardest working people that I've ever met, and they're extremely intelligent. A lot of companies are starting to realize their potential for working in their industries, not just nuclear power plants, but manufacturing. Any sort of factory that produces goods, that has their employees work at any sort of capacity on like electronics, or electricity and mechanical equipment, they're in very high demand. And a lot of these very big companies are using them already, and they're using recruiters to find them these candidates. But yeah, if you're a company manufacturing, or if it just sounds like something that your company would be interested in exploring, I would be more than happy to answer all of your questions and maybe connect you to a nuke and see how it goes. These guys generally move up very quickly in companies to manager level positions. They're very smart. When I say that, I'm not just saying that, believe me. But yeah, if you have any questions, please feel free to respond to me on LinkedIn, maybe even on the YouTube video in the comment section, or contact me on Facebook. I should have all the links down below. And yeah, until next time, this is Victor Dove with Dove Solutions. Thank you so much.